Hey, beautiful people. It is day 23 on Shakira Chronicles. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I cannot believe it. It's happening. It's day 23. My commitment was to go through this daily inspiration 30 days, the September issue, which I wrote and is available on youtruthcenter.org. And, my intention was just to do these recordings to grow in the process, certainly to grow in the process, to learn something about this recording, to grow the community. And I am so grateful that we're on day 23 together. And yes, the comments are coming in, and I am really enjoying this process. So know that I appreciate each and every one of you. And I'm sending so much blessings and so much love for your support. And I want to invite you to be a part of this community by subscribing and dropping your comment. I'll say it every time. Your comments is what allows us to engage in conversation. And that is why Shakira Chronicles are here, for us to engage in conversation in this community, because I am simply up to learning for life. We learn for life because we learn from each other, and we learn from each other, not just from observation, but by being in conversation. So please do hit like and also drop your comments. Thank you so much for being here. If this is your first time, we're on day 23. Listen, there's 22 more videos before this one that you are able to watch and drop a comment on. It's there. And I would love to hear your thoughts and what has been happening in this journey for you. Let's get into it. Day 23, hold your tongue. I need that always. Hold your tongue. God, help me to learn not to walk through every open door my anger calls me to pass through. May I learn to not be so reactive, but rather thoughtful and loving with myself and others. May I become fully aware of the impact my words and actions have on others. When resentment, delusion, or annoyance present itself, may I know instantaneously to hold my tongue so that unconditional love can reveal itself. Today, I reflect on my growth and maturity with gratitude. I am giving thanks for the work that is being done in my consciousness to speak right and act right. I recognize that a big part of my spiritual life is learning which voice matters, and spending time with God daily helps me to know its voice. The voice of peace, harmony, and goodwill is more important than the need to be right or validated. Affirm, I speak life. Hold your tongue. So powerful. I'm thinking about the concept of, are you adding value to the conversations that you're participating in? And if you're not adding value, can you be quiet and listen? And so many times we are engaging in conversation, but we're not really listening to each other because we have a solution, or we have an opinion, or we have an idea that we're just trying to push forward. And a lot of the shares, a lot of our conversations require space of simply listening. Listening. Is your tongue, is your words adding fire? Is it adding fire? Or better word, is it adding oil? Is it adding oil? Or is it adding peace, love, and harmony? Something to think about. Something to think about. May I become fully aware of the impact my words and actions have on others. Are you building up, or are you tearing down with your words and your actions? May I learn to not be so reactive, but rather thoughtful and loving with myself and others. Help me to learn not to walk through every open door my anger calls me to pass through. Sometimes we have to just breathe. And yes, we're going to hear things that is going to trigger us. Yes, that's going to happen. It's a part of the human condition. But can we practice breathing? Breathing, just being with that trigger for a minute versus spitting out oil. Can we do that? Hold our tongue. I recognize that a big part of my spiritual life is learning which voice matters, and spending time with God daily helps me to know its voice. You know, if you want to work on your relationship, any relationship, you've got to spend time with that. And so there's some people who are, you know, into the spiritual movement, they're into the religion, they're into God, 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 help me. But sometimes they only get to that, and they only get to the prayer when situations come up. And I want to encourage you today that it's not only when situations come up in your life and you want to change it, or in your family's life, that's not the only time to engage in your spiritual practices or to show up at church, right? Any relationship you are in, whether with God, love, divine spirit, or with the spouse or your partner, whomever you're with in your circle, you've got to spend time with it or them. When you spend time, that's when you get to take on the qualities and have the shared experiences and the love and the harmony, because you spend time. So it's very important to up-level your spiritual practices daily, up-level, engage in your meditation, engage in your prayer, engage in your practices, whatever it is, daily. That way you can identify the voice. You can know when it is beyond, for example, when it's beyond me, Shakira, right? It's not coming from the little I, but the big I. All right. This is a good one. Hold your tongue. Hold your tongue. September 23. I am looking forward to seeing you tomorrow on day 24. How do I see you? I see you through your comments. Drop a comment. Let me know what's going on. And see you tomorrow. Peace and blessings.